Here we have a series of 20 questions. Quiz for juniors. Quiz for junior classes, primary classes or middle school classes, lower middle school level. 20 questions. Try this quiz. Mixed quiz. It contains history, geography, current affairs and science. So try the quiz, a set of 20 questions for children age group 10 to 13. Question number 1. Name the largest hot desert in the world. Name the largest hot desert in the world. We will also tell you later why we are saying hot desert. So name the largest hot desert in the world. Question number 1. The largest hot desert in the world. The answer is Sahara in North Africa. Sahara Desert in North Africa, the largest hot desert, but not the largest desert. Not the largest desert. The largest desert is in Antarctica, but that's a cold desert. The hot desert is Sahara in North Africa, but if you are asked only the largest desert, then the answer would be Antarctica, the cold desert. Because desert does not mean hot, cold, camels. These are not the definitions of desert. Desert means no rainfall or very little rainfall. So it can be cold, it can be Arctic and Antarctic. They are also deserts because they have very low rainfall. But because we are talking of hot desert, Sahara in North Africa is the largest hot desert. But if you are asked only largest desert, without the word hot, only largest desert, that would be Antarctica. Question number 2. Of the 3 great oceans mentioned below, arrange in order of size. In size means how many square kilometers? Indian Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean. Arrange the biggest first, then the second biggest, and lastly the smallest. Smallest of these 3, not the smallest in the world. Among these 3, the biggest, the smallest, and in between the one which is neither so big nor so small. Arrange in order from big to small these 3 oceans. So we have shown from big to small the order: Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean. Pacific Ocean, the largest, 165 square kilometers, occupying about 40% of the Earth's surface. Atlantic Ocean, 106 square kilometers, occupying about 23% of the Earth's surface. And Indian Ocean, 71 approximately square kilometers, occupying 20% of the Earth's surface. So from big to small, the order is largest Pacific Ocean, second largest Atlantic Ocean, and then the smallest among these 3, not smallest in the world. Among these 3, smallest Indian Ocean. So the order is Pacific, Atlantic, Indian. Now question number 4. Just before Narendra Modi, the present Prime Minister, just before Modi, who was India's Prime Minister? Immediately before Modi, not the first Prime Minister of India. Immediately preceding Modi, immediately before Modi, who was the Prime Minister of India? Immediately before Modi. The answer is Dr. Manmohan Singh. Dr. Manmohan Singh, the most educated, the most highly educated Prime Minister of India till date. His knowledge of economics is respected globally. The world respected his knowledge and command. He was a professor, a genius in economics. The world respected him. Dr. Manmohan Singh, quite the opposite of what we are having now. The most educated, the most highly qualified Prime Minister. Dr. Manmohan Singh immediately before Modi. Next is question number 4. Of all the gases in air, which is the most abundant, maximum in amount, and which is the least? The three most important gases are oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen. All are present in air. Oxygen is present in air, carbon dioxide is present in air, nitrogen is also present in air. You have to say which is the most abundant, maximum amount, highest percentage, and which is the least, smallest quantity. These three gases, which gas makes up the bulk of air, maximum in quantity, and which gas is minimum in quantity in a sample of air? Question number 4. We have shown the composition. Nitrogen maximum 78%, nearly 4/5, and carbon dioxide minimum 0.04%. So maximum would be nitrogen 78%, minimum would be carbon dioxide 0.04%. In question number 5, we have 4 images. They are mammoth. It looks like elephant. It's not elephant, it's mammoth. The bird dodo. Then we have dinosaur. And lastly we have crow. The order is the order in the picture. The order in this picture, the series of images in this picture. First mammoth, then dodo, then dinosaur, then crow. Now you have to pick the odd one out. One is dissimilar, not matching with the rest. Which is the odd one out? The answer is crow. All the others are extinct, means no longer surviving. No longer surviving. All mammoths have died. All dodo birds have died. All dinosaurs have died. But crow you can still see. Crow is surviving, still alive. So these three, which are no longer found on earth, they are called extinct. So mammoth extinct, dodo extinct, dinosaur extinct. Crow is called extant. Extant means still living, still surviving. This is called extant. Even today you can see crows. So crow is extant and others are extinct. So the odd one out is crow, which is extant, and all the other three forming a group extinct. Now on the right side you can see the solar system. The sun, then all the planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Now which planet is called a red planet? Which planet is called a red planet of these planets? And you may notice that Pluto is not there. In older books you may find Pluto also, but nowadays Pluto is not there. It's no longer regarded as a planet. So we have only 8 planets. Which one is the red planet? The answer is Mars. Mars is regarded as a red planet. Mars is regarded as a red planet. You can see Mercury, Venus, Earth, and then Mars. That means closest to Earth, the 4th planet. Earth is the 3rd planet, 4th planet after Earth. Mars. Mars is a what we call the red planet. So the red planet is Mars. Next question, question number 7. Who wrote Vande Mataram song? The national song, not the national anthem. The national song Vande Mataram. Who wrote Vande Mataram song? Here you have the song. Who wrote Vande Mataram song? The answer is Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay or Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. Vande Mataram song composed by Bankim Chandra Chatterjee or Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay, regarded as one of the tallest geniuses of Bengali literature. Bankim Chandra Chatterjee, occupying one of the topmost places in Bengali literature, Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay, as a freedom call, he composed this Vande Mataram song. Next, question number 8. Identify this flag. Identify this flag. Obviously, it's not the Indian national flag. Identify the flag. The flag. Identify this. This flag is called Union Jack and is a flag of the United Kingdom. This is a flag of UK or United Kingdom and it is called the Union Jack. The name combines union. Union means representing the merging or combining of England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland. Jack is a nautical term for a small flag flown at the bow of a ship. So this is called the Union Jack, the flag of UK or United Kingdom. This is the flag of the United Kingdom. And incidentally note that United Kingdom and Great Britain are not the same thing. Great Britain does not include Northern Ireland. Great Britain does not include Northern Ireland. Great Britain means England, Scotland, Wales. United Kingdom means England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland. So this is the flag of the UK or the United Kingdom. Question number 9. What is another name for tableland? What is another name for tableland? Tableland has another name and that's the correct name in geography. Geography recognizes the official term. So what is the correct term for tableland? Tableland is also known as what? Another name for tableland. Tableland is plateau. Plateau is the name given to tableland. In India we have the Deccan Plateau. You can see Deccan Plateau and another great plateau is the Tibetan Plateau. Tibetan Plateau, and in India we have Deccan Plateau. Plateau is the correct term for tableland. In geography, tableland is called plateau. That's the correct term in geography for tableland. So tableland is also known as plateau. Who is called the Iron Man of India? Question number 10. Question number 10. Who is called the Iron Man of India? Who is known as the Iron Man of India? So you have to identify the Iron Man of India, and the hint is he was the first Home Minister. After independence, the first Home Minister who is called the Iron Man of India. The answer, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Home Minister and Deputy Prime Minister. His commitment to national integration in the newly independent country immediately after independence, his commitment to national integration earned him this title Iron Man of India. So Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the first Home Minister of post-independent India and the Deputy Prime Minister, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel is called the Iron Man of India. Question 11. Which is the tallest mountain peak in India? Do not say Mount Everest. Mount Everest is the tallest peak but not in India. Mount Everest is not in India. If you are asked the tallest mountain peak in the world, then you say Mount Everest. But we are asking for the tallest mountain peak in India, not the tallest mountain peak in the world. So Mount Everest is not in India. So which is the tallest mountain peak in India? In India, which is the tallest mountain peak? The answer is Mount Kanchenjunga. Mount Kanchenjunga, the tallest mountain peak in India. Mount Everest is the tallest in the world. Mount Kanchenjunga is the tallest in India. People who visit Darjeeling often rise very early in the morning to view this beautiful sunrise. The beautiful sunrise in Mount Kanchenjunga. So Mount Kanchenjunga is the tallest mountain peak in India. Question 12. Which continent is covered with 90% of world's ice? Which continent is covered with 90% of world's ice? 90% of world's ice you will find here. It's a continent. It's a continent. 90% ice. Which continent is that? Question number 12. Which continent is covered with 90% of world's ice? The answer is Antarctica. Antarctica, South Pole. You can see the bottom. That is near South Pole. The top would be North Pole. The bottom would be South Pole. So near the South Pole we have Antarctica, a continent covered with ice. The answer is Antarctica in South Pole. Coming to question number 13. Which is the longest bone in our body? You can see the human skeleton. Which is the longest bone in the body? The human body. Which is the longest bone, and it is also the strongest bone. Not only the longest, it is also the strongest bone, which is the longest and the strongest bone in our body. In our skeleton, in human skeleton, which is the longest bone, and it is also the strongest bone. The answer is femur or thigh bone. You can see it colored here, colored red. From the hip to the knee. There is the knee joint. There is the hip. So hip to knee. This is femur or thigh bone. From hip to knee. This is the femur or thigh bone, the longest and the strongest bone in the human body. Femur or thigh bone, extending from hip to the knee. Now in egg, the yellow part is called the yolk. Yolk is the yellow part, but we are talking about the white part. The white part of the egg. The white of the egg is mainly what? Starch, fat, protein, oil. We are talking about the white of the egg, not the yellow part. Yellow part is yolk. The white of the egg, is it starch or fat or protein or oil? White of the egg is mainly composed of what? White of the egg is mainly starch, white of the egg is mainly fat, white of the egg is mainly protein, or white of the egg is mainly oil. So white of the egg is mainly starch or fat or protein or oil. White of the egg. The answer is protein. The white of the egg is mainly protein. It's called albumin. The protein is called albumin. The white of the egg is mainly protein, and the name of the protein is albumin. But at least if you even don't know the word albumin, remember the white of the egg is protein. Protein, that's what the white of the egg is composed of. White of the egg is protein. Now question number 15. Which bird's egg is the largest in size? Which bird's egg is the largest in size? The largest egg laid by which bird? Which bird lays the largest egg? The answer is ostrich. Ostrich. Ostrich egg is the largest in size. The largest of eggs, ostrich egg. Incidentally, you may know that ostrich is a non-flying bird. A bird which cannot fly. It can run fast, but it cannot fly. A bird which cannot fly, the non-flying bird, ostrich. It lays the largest egg. Question number 16. Which grain forms the main substance in biscuits? In biscuits, which grain forms the main substance? Biscuits are made out of which grain? The name of the grain which is used to make biscuits. Which grain forms the main substance in biscuits? Question number 16. The answer is wheat. Wheat, the fine wheat flour, is used to make biscuits. So the name of the grain is wheat. Out of wheat, we get the flour or maida, which is used to make biscuits. So the grain is wheat. Wheat is the main starting point for getting the wheat flour from where we make biscuits. So the grain is wheat. Question number 17. Insects, birds and dash can fly in air. So what should we put in this blank space? Only living things. Don't say aeroplanes and helicopters. Insects, birds and dash can fly in air. So one more living thing, and it should be a truly flying creature. So besides insects and birds, which animal can fly in air? The answer would be bat. Bat is a mammal, but it can fly. So insects, birds and bat. There is the answer. Insects, birds and bat can fly in the air. True flight. Insects, birds and bat. Question number 18. Honeybees suck dash from flowers and then make honey out of it. Honeybees suck something from the flower and then they make honey. So when they suck from the flower, it's not honey. What is it? What does honeybee suck from the flower and afterwards that is changed into honey? What does honeybee suck from flowers? So honeybees suck dash from flowers and then make honey out of it. What does the honeybee suck from the flower? Afterwards it will be honey, but when they suck from the flower it's not honey. What is it? The answer is nectar. When the honeybee or any other insect, they suck from the flower, it is nectar. Later, this nectar is changed into honey in the beehive. So nectar is what they suck, and later it is changed into honey and stored in the beehive. But when they suck from the flower, it's not honey, it is nectar. Question number 19. On the left, we have a spider, and on the right, we have an insect. It could be locust or grasshopper, or it could be any insect. Now you have to give one reason why spiders are not insects. Spiders are not insects. Why spiders are not insects? Give one reason. Spider you have on the left, and on the right it looks something like a grasshopper or a locust, but it could be anything. It could be an ant or a mosquito or a cockroach or a butterfly. But why spiders are not regarded as insects? One reason why spiders are not insects. Spiders are not insects because spiders have 8 legs and all insects have 6 legs. Insects will have 6 legs. Grasshopper, butterfly, ant, mosquito, cockroach. Insect means 6 legs, but spider has 8 legs, so it cannot be an insect. Spider with 8 legs cannot be an insect. Only something with 6 legs can be an insect. So spiders are not insects because they have 8 legs, not 6 legs. And question number 20, the last question. Name the largest bud that we eat. The largest bud which we eat. The largest bud. Which is the largest bud that we eat? Question number 20, the largest bud. The answer is cabbage. Cabbage is the largest bud, and we eat cabbage. We eat cabbage. Cabbage is the largest bud. So the answer, largest bud, cabbage. Cabbage is the largest bud. That was a set of 20 interesting questions to increase the general knowledge of your children. So contact us if you want to expose your child to regular sessions to increase their knowledge and general knowledge. And remember, if it is to be conducted for schools or as part of inter-school competitions, then this is free of charge. The offer is free for schools, institutions, educational organizations, colleges, and for inter-school and inter-college competitions. So contact us for quiz time. Interesting questions to increase general knowledge and general understanding through interesting, informative, fun-filled activity. Thank you and goodbye.